and welcome on into DMS Adventurers Tavern, where adventure is always on the menu. We are here for our StrixSeven College of Chaos adventure. But before we jump into that, let's go ahead and go over our weekly schedule. On Mondays, we have the continued adventures of the Story Seekers, which is the continuation of our Candlekeep Mysteries adventure. They just hit level 19. Can't believe that, but they have survived to level 19. And it only took 18 levels for me to drop the Artificer down to 0 hit points. I know, but it happened. It was pretty awesome. All right. It was totally the highlight of my week. It really was. I was so excited. All right.
I was actually excited for you.
I mean, there's one thing. I'm not the dungeon master who wants to kill the players, but I just want to drop you every once in a while. Come on. All right.
But she wants us to be nervous.
I do. It helps to add to the suspense. And also the frustration. Yes. On Thursdays, we have our video game Thursdays, where I've been playing Valheim with Cindy Shy. This week, we had a quiet stream, just kind of hanging out and searching for the new updated things that they added this week. But next week, Cindy is supposed to join me, and we're going to go take on some new frost caves. All right, and then, of course, we have our Wild Beyond the Witchlight game on Friday nights at 6 p.m., where our adventurers have now made it to the Palace of the Heart's Desire after killing all 3 of the hags that have taken over Prismere. They are on the hunt for Zimbalina to help to save her from the curse, the freezing curse that her sisters have put on her. So join us for that next Friday. So, with that, let us jump into our StrixSeven College of Chaos. All right. And you might notice, because I kind of forgot to tell my players this, you might notice that we now have the option to have a dark mode for our games on Roll20. And I have to say, this update just came out this week, and it is pretty dang awesome. And it also makes the StrixSeven background look amazing. So, all right. With that, oh, look, Dylan. Uncle Ragnarok is already putting in a treat time. It's a good thing we bought you guys more treats last night, huh? Yeah. It is it's not a help yourself situation, buddy boy.
It has never been a help yourself situation for treats.
He's like, but...
Dry food, yes. Treats, no.
He's like, but I'll just climb in the box. It'll be fine, Mom.
You have to share with your brother.
Alright. New container of treats. Alright. So...
New treats, who this?
New treats, who this? Still Dylan. Yep. Alright.
And I feel like Ragnarok would appreciate the flavor, too. The backyard cookout flavor?
It is the backyard cookout flavor.
They really like that one.
Actually, Bludger would appreciate the backyard cookout flavor. Yes. Yes, Bludger would definitely appreciate that. There you go, boys. All right. So, with that, we have our players with us tonight. We have the StrixSeven players. We have Began, our fairy bard, who... will not be joining us tonight. We have Squaggles, our half-dryad druid, played by Cause. Alright. We've got Sora, our Haragon warlock, played by Cooper.
Hello there.
We have Felfiz, our gnome wizard, played by Tor.
Hello.
We have Sky, our owlin druid, played by Torque.
Did you know I found a W in a bag of M&Ms once?
What's M&Ms?
I don't know.
Okay.
Something that shouldn't have a W in it.
Maybe they're WWs. W's and W's.
What? No way.
No? Oh, okay.
That's illegal.
Is it though? This is a homebrew. It could be canon. You don't know? Alright, then we have Telvin, our dragonborn sorcerer, played by Ragnarok.
He said for W for Wumbo.
And we have Eivor, our dwarf artificer, who hopefully will be joining us shortly. Alright. So with that, our adventurers find themselves within the Haven's Heroes dorm room that they had acquired at the end of their first year. The very elaborate dorm room. And so, just checking, does anybody have anything that they would like to do before we actually jump into the dice rolling and whatnot that you may have thought about after our session was over last week?
Niet.
Okay.
I just playing with Kazoo, study as a Star Touch, and then
Okay.
pretty much it.
Okay.
I'm gonna just make a little home for my new badger friend,
Okay. That.
and try and help Telvin when he cooks, and ask the druids for some beginner plant. I don't know. I probably should just leave him alone because Tor will make all your plants die.
Oh, no way. I'll find a plant for you. There's some good ones in the garden. I mean, I'll look for a good one that will fit nicely in your library.
I've killed cactus and bamboo. I'm good with mammals, okay?
Bamboo is good cooking ingredient.
Yeah, I'll focus on harvesting stuff and trying to studying how to make the potions and stuff. Just,
okay.
Surrounded by books, weirdly.
The normal library and lab stuff. Okay. All right. Okay. So when we were here last week, Felfiz and Squaggles had found with the help of one of the clubs during the club fair last week, had acquired two little elemental friends and had brought the spell back for the rest of you to be able to summon elemental friend as well. I mean, Sora, I know you already have an elemental friend, but that is your mascot. These are elemental friends that only can stay within the dorm area. Now, did anybody else come up with what their elemental would be in the shape of? I know, Sky, you said yours was going to be an earth elemental.
Yeah.
Do you know what does it look like?
Oh, it's a mole. So
Okay.
it kind of like digs around and aerates the ground, lets the plants grow and stuff.
Okay. Telvin, did you come up with what your elemental mascot or elemental friend would be?
It's likely going to be water elemental.
Okay.
In shape of wyvern.
Okay.
It's not weird.
Okay. All right. Okay. So a wyvern water elemental. Okay. A mole earth elemental. Okay. All right. Then let's see. Squaggles, yours was a shark water elemental.
Yeah.
Okay.
Angry.
I was gonna say, did you name it, Squaggles?
Yeah, he's angry.
Yeah, I just want to make sure. All right. And then Felfiz, you had the air element. Was it air? Wait. Well, no, that's right. It was water as well. It was the Well, actually,
Badger.
what would you like it to be? Do you want it to be water? Do you want it to be earth? Do you want it to be...
I think Earth makes more sense.
Yeah, probably does. Okay,
His name is Poof.
okay. So you've
So
got...
it poofs. It poof in and out.
Alright.
Poof the badger.
Poof. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Because the next one.
I see what you did there. Yeah, I see what you did there. All right. Okay. So, Sora, do you know what you would like to have?
And it could be any element.
Any element. Water, air, earth, fire. You know, the important ones.
Maybe an air bunny.
Okay.
Never mind. No.
No?
An air cat. An air cat.
Air cat? Okay. Alright, so cat.
Yep,
Alright.
but I don't know about the name yet.
Air elemental. Alright. Okay. That cat can actually fly. Okay. Alright. It's gonna soar through the air like a cat. Okay. Okay. So they all have elements of chaos, yes. That's what they really are. They're all elements of chaos. That is exactly the true statement. Alright. So, okay. Then, we shall see what, Beacon and, Eivor decide. You see that, Chance has, got a monkey. And it is a, You know what? I'm gonna actually say air elemental as well. But it's what it looks like is you know those little the monkeys with the top hat that goes with like the magicians and stuff? Yeah, that's what it looks like.
An organ grinder
Like
monkey?
an organ grinder monkey. Yep. And Zan is going to be what? No, okay. You gotta go with me here. Cause I know how much you're gonna love this. What am I gonna say, Tor?
Mouse.
Yep, it is a mouse. It is a little earth elemental mouse. Oh, that's true. It does have to be an air elemental because it did teach him how to fly. Alright, so then we will change the monkey to the earth elemental because I don't want to have too many air elementals around. Alright. So, yeah, so you see that Zan has made a small mouse elemental. Thank you, Squaggles, for painting your shark in the water. I appreciate you. I appreciate you a lot.
A good looking shark.
It is a pretty dang good looking shark, right?
Yeah, that's nice.
Perfectly sized for the tank that I gave you. Yes, perfect. Alright. Okay. So with that, it's really funny because you, with the exception of Squaggles, the rest of them, well, actually, Squaggles, yours can too. It's just gonna kind of flop around because it doesn't have legs. But the rest of yours can actually like go all around the dorm and hang out with you, and it's really funny because there's a lot of times in right after you guys had gotten these that this has become a very dangerous location to stand, as much like our house, if there's hallways, that means that there's running stampedes through the hallways. And even though there may only be 1 or 2 cats, it still sounds like a herd of elephants. And this is exactly the same thing. However, it's you see the cat is chasing the mouse, and you've got the badger and the monkey and the mole, and then you have the
Don't shame Chance for having the zoomies.
Thank you for that. But you see all of these little elemental friends, just like there was not enough chaos in here before, there is even more chaos in here now. And it is all kinds of adorableness. But yes, you do in fact have your dorm elemental friends. All right. Okay. So, with that, anything else anybody else would like to do?
At some point, I don't know if they start yet, but the spell slingers competitions, I would like to part.
They take place after the first main test.
Okay.
At this point, you guys are you're participating in your clubs and stuff. You specifically, Felfiz, they're teaching you, they're practicing, they're preparing for the competitions. All right. Okay. So with that, we find ourselves within the very first year, or very second year, very first part of the classes of the second year here at StrixSeven. As you all prepare to go about and take your classes, we will jump into our Star Student Challenge. Now, like I said last week, all of you are required to take the Symbology class. So you will be taking that together. The rest of you, or the rest of the time, you have 3 other classes of your choice, and each of you chose the different classes. Some with labs, some did not choose labs. That was all, your choice on that. But as you get started in the school year, and arrive at the Biblioplex for your first set of classes, you notice that the Star Student Challenge board is already up for the second year. And it already has 20 points for each of the groups already on it. It seems that in all of the things that you had done prior to the start of this school year, it had meant that you had already acquired some points. Each group did. Now, let's go ahead and take you to the Biblioplex over here. As you arrive at the Biblioplex and see this, you see that the other groups having the 20 points, you are on an even keel already. And it is with that we start our year. Now, at the first, let's see here. Hold on, what? Okay. Oh, you redeemed a hydrate? Thank you. Drink my caffeine. Okay, thank you. Okay. It's like she wants me to, be able to to have words be a thing. All right. So, on this first day of classes, your first session of the Skirmishing and Symbology class, you find yourselves amongst the other first year or second year students, and you guys go over, what is expected of the students for this second year. This year you will learn a little bit more about specifically the colleges that you have chosen, as well as a little bit more about the history of StrixSeven. Now, you see the professor that is running this course seems to have a really kind of cocky grin on their face, and they say, "But I know, as well as I'm sure some of you do as well, that the one thing you are looking forward to more than anything is getting a little bit more information about the Mage Tower games."
Belfast perks up.
Yes. The Mage Tower games is a game that you, as second year students, finally get to participate in. And it is a very high profile game that will be completed at the end of this school year, but you have to understand there will be so many things happening this year to prepare you for this game of Mage Tower. And already there are teams forming. Now, I am aware that there are only the 3 groups of you this go around. However, the teams of for competition for the Mage Tower are teams of 5. Only 5 players are allowed to participate. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there's 9 of you per group. If you would like to mix groups to do these games, you can, to form another team. Now, more information will come about these this game as the year progresses, but don't worry. You will get more information, but keep in mind, you must succeed at your classes to be eligible to play at the end of the year. So I behoove you to do well at your classes this year. And you see, like, some of the other students that are in this classroom with you just cheering and having a already looking around at their classmates forming groups, and counting themselves off to try to figure out, okay, do we have enough to make a team? Okay, but what's the alternate person? And you see that they are already just starting the process.
Well, we don't have enough information to create our teams. We don't know what we're doing.
Right. It doesn't seem to matter to them. They're going to create teams of their friends without figuring out anything other than it's the pile of their friends. All right. And all right. So it is as the professor kind of stops everybody and says, okay, before you get your team situated, Do you want more information?
Yes, please, yes.
Okay. All right. Well, let me go ahead, and she passes out these flyers. And it says the Battle of StrixSeven. The 48th triennial rivalry between the Ivories returns. The Battle of StrixSeven. Join your teachers and peers at the StrixSeven Stadium for a competition of a lifetime. 2 teams, the final 2 teams, each made up of students from our university, will battle in an epic game of Mage Tower to win glory as well as bragging rights for the rest of their academic careers. Game time, noon on the final day of the term. Cheer for your peers until you are hoarse. And you now realize this is in fact Professor Sharpbeak that is announcing this. The winning team will in fact receive a suitable reward for their participation. So she goes on to tell you, now we will have competitions leading up to the final day of class that will dwindle down the teams to the final 2. And each of the teams that you put together will be made of an equal number of students, not to exceed 5. Each team is represented by on the day or during the game, each team is represented by a small mascot creature that reflects one of the StrixSeven colleges as your mascot for your team. When the game begins, 2 mascots, one of each team, will be placed on high towers at opposite ends of the field of play. Now, the goal for these is that each team tries to steal the opposing mascot and transport it back to the tower at their end of the field. Doing so scores 1 point. The game occurs in 3 phases of 20 minutes each. The team that scores the most points by the end of the 3rd phase, of course, like most games, wins the game. Now, this is not by any means just a physical game. Anything that could cause damage to a participant, mascot, or spectator, or would of course damage the field of play in any way, is prohibited. But magic that does not cause damage is allowed. Questionable use of magic can be called a foul by the referees, but as long as you keep it clean, you're good. Now, and she kind of looks over at Rosie, because Rosie is one of the referees in training, to do this. Says, if participants accumulate 3 fouls during the game, they are ejected, and teams cannot replace the participants who foul out, so you will be down a player or 2. So, it is quite literally a matter of strategics as to how you can form your teams to be not only physical but magical, and how you manage to get that mascot from the other side of the field into your tower. So, with that all being said, those that win the final game of Mage Tower not only, end up with bragging rights, of course, it earns you a permanent commendation on your student record, as well as a monetary prize of half your tuition for the upcoming year waived. That means 400 gold per player on that team is waived.
Wow.
But only if your
That's
team
a lot
wins.
of dinero.
But only if you win. So, does anybody have any questions?
Are the games only during sanctioned time, or is it like once somebody says go, it starts and it's 24 hours a day after that?
Oh, no. It's only 20-minute sections.
It's only for an hour.
Yeah. The games only last about an hour to an hour and a half with fouls and breaks and stuff. And that is only during times when referees can be available, and they are only allowed within the specific arenas.
Yes. Do we play in front of spectators for all of the games, or just for the final game?
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna turn away people who want to come and cheer you on for your practice or your elimination rounds, but the largest crowd, of course, will be on the last day of the term. But there's still many others that will come out, and like your friends or whatever can come cheer you on. A lot of the first years will probably be coming to cheer you on as well, since this is something that is quite entertaining, I must say. Yes. So, and this is actually just for the list of rules. That is the rules for the thing, just so you have it in handout form. So, out of game, it's totally a combination of Quidditch and some other like capture the flag.
It's capture the flag.
Yeah, but it's also Magic, so it's also Quidditch. So yeah, well yeah, Magic capture the flag. But there is that. So
Do we have to decide our team right this second?
you do not. You can find me in the Biblioplex to sign up whenever you have your teams formed. So, with that, all right. Let's see here. Okay. And actually, I totally forgot about this. Should have had you on this other page. We actually have a lecture hall, thanks to Bonus Action Rainbow. Made a lecture hall map that is gorgeous. Yeah. So now we have a very beautiful lecture hall map for all of your lectural needs. So I will go ahead and put you guys onto this map. All right. Just kind of throwing you out there,
This
you guys.
is lovely, though, huh?
Right? It's really pretty, huh? All right. We will throw all of you guys onto the map just to be here. All right. I'm not putting everybody else on the map, but you guys can be on here. All right. There you go. All right. So with that, the first section of your studies begins here within the lecture hall, and the class that you are taking here is the Skirmishing and Symbology class, led by a silver quill professor known as Brenneth Blackstone. Uh, and as that, that is what all of your paperwork has said and everything. And as you are being told about this class, you you learn the syllabus of this class says that you will be learning and being able the basics of recognizing, deciphering, and understanding the magic behind arcane scripts and symbols. Pretty much over the this year, you will learn how to not only read the symbols and whatnot, but also be able to tell scribbles and doodles from magically imbued symbols. That's the big important one. You also will learn about like some of the common spells that incorporate writing and symbology in their casting, and the like. So you go over the syllabus for this class, and as the class is let out, you you are released from the class here, and you head to your other classes. Some of you head over. Let's see. So Felfiz, you and Chance head over to the Lorehold campus, where you go through and attend your classes, the beginning classes. Go ahead and would you please roll a, let's see here. Let me get to let me get to the points part. That is okay. Give me a let's see. Roll a d20 for me, please, to see how well you did at your classes, your first day of class. 13. All right. Okay. So with that, you do pretty well at your classes. I mean, it's the first day of school, but you're doing well. You stumble a little bit when it comes to the talking heads part. It's just kind of a little bit freaky, where you've got some quite literally old professor people talking to you as talking heads, much like the talking heads from Futurama. It's very creepy when you consider they're literally like jars in a head, or jars with a head in it. Head in a jar. There we go. But you manage to make it to all of your classes on time, and with Chance going with you, you are able to get there. Sora, you as well as let's see, I believe that Eivor went with you as well. Since Eivor isn't here, we're gonna have you go ahead and roll for it. Roll me a d20 for me there, Sora.
Gotcha.
And this is, you head to the Quandrix campus. All right. Now, headed to the Quandrix campus, you definitely make it, both of you, to the campus. However, it seems that you were late to class and you missed one of your classes, and you showed up late to it. Unfortunately, the professor did not seem very happy with you, as you and Avor were both late to the Magic by Numbers Immediate Forms and Factorals lab. So it seems.
Sorry.
Yep. It seems that that professor for that lab was not impressed by these Haven's Heroes students.
So we're already being judged by the professors because we won the thing last year?
You are. They all know who exactly you guys are. Yep. All right.
Awesome.
Sky, you head over to the Witherbloom campus. Go ahead and roll me a d20, please.
Oh man, first they make me wake up early, then I gotta go all the way to class.
All the way. All right. Okay, so
First
you
day of class, some of us will get lost.
I was up pretty late last night. Yeah.
Too much time in the garden right there, Sky.
Yeah. Those plants, man, they got some really cool stories. I was talking to them pretty late.
Well, it's really funny because the class that you end up being late for is the one that is vitally important. How healing environments enhance healing effects. Yeah. Might have been important to show up on time for that one.
Oh, man. It could have come in handy, too.
It could have. All right. With that, let's see here. Telvin, you and Began head over to the Prismari campus. Please go ahead and roll me a d20. Okay. So, you guys are rolling great today, by the way. I like it.
It's first day, man.
I
We
know.
don't know what's going on.
I know. So Telvin, you and Beacon head over to the Prismari campus, and much like Sky, you guys were up just a little too late last night, and you end up sliding into class just as the professor starts talking. Not quite sure if they noticed that you were late, but if they didn't, you're not gonna say nothing. So it seems that you cut it a little close this time. Maybe you need to put that alarm clock up 5 minutes earlier. So Squaggles, you are on a very general studies, course of action. Go ahead and roll me a d20 there, Squaggles, as you try your best to make your way around campus, trying to hit all of the classes without being late. All right, that is a 12 as well. All right. Okay. So as you quite literally come to a sliding halt, you arrive at your Just Add Water Origins and Trends in Water Binding class. Also, much like Telvin and Began, you arrive just as the professor starts talking. Hopefully, they didn't see you. Hopefully. But you're not quite sure. So with that, I need you to please, Squaggles, roll a d8 for me. All right, that is a 6. Okay. So let's see here. Second year. All right. I'm trying. I'm getting to the general ed stuff. All right. Scrolling. I know, right? It had to roll. Hold on. All right. So, as you are watching your professor Squaggles, you are mesmerized by the swirling inks and water that this professor is using during their lectures. And you accidentally nudge your ink pot off the table. Please give me a sleight of hand check to see if you can catch the falling ink pot. Okay. Unfortunately, you miss the ink pot and you hear this loud crash right next to you on the floor. And there's ink all over the ground. It is going to be 25 gold to replace this magical pot of ink that you have shattered.
Well, it's magic, it shouldn't shatter.
The ink is magic, the pot was not. But with that, you all come to the end of your first day of classes, and you find yourself back within the Haven's Heroes dorm.
Prestidigitate, Squaggles.
That's fair. Squaggles, you come back to the dorm covered in ink, but thankfully Felfiz has got your back and will prestidigitate you. So you are...
Last thing Squaggles needs is a bunch of ink on their uniform.
That's true. All right.
Thanks, Felfiz. I was feeling like one of those oil spill otters.
Aww.
So, now that you have gathered back together, you can discuss the Battle of StrixSeven and figure out what is going on with that.
These first days suck.
Agreed.
Yeah, man, this was a rough one. Ugh. Hope they get better. Anybody know anything about that Mage Tower game? Like, anybody want to play in it?
I really want to play.
Seems strange to have athletic competition in school full of spellcasters. Would either be hilarious or very sad.
Why not both?
My club will even help me because I'll get really good at slinging spells. But I'm really excited. I would really love to be on a team.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like the idea of not having to pay half my tuition. I know that would really help the family out back home.
Is best part of contest.
So the mascots that we're trying to recover, they're magical, right?
Mm-hmm.
So could Telvin technically, if we score a point, then eat that magical mascot and a new one will appear?
There's no rule against eating competition.
Not the actual competition, just the mascot.
It's pretty much like Sora's little friend right there. That's exactly what it would be. You can certainly try to eat it.
It would be like a hologram or something, and then I could let...
I don't know.
Telvin could finally eat something.
Mm-hmm.
These look like rock or elemental. They do not taste good, even with salt.
But salt's a rock.
It's true.
But salt is tasty rock. And in small quantities.
Tasty rock that makes everything taste better.
Because this elemental is big, salt 200 milligrams is enough to kill.
Oh, that's wildly specific.
Hey, first
I will
few
keep that
cooking
in mind
attempts
in my
not good.
potion making and cooking attempts.
The first few cooking attempts did not go as well. May have put too much salt. Is a 10% below lethal dose in 1 person had seconds.
Speaking of Futurama.
Thank you for that. Okay. Alright.
So if day is over, I prepare food.
Okay. You can totally prepare food.
I want to try and help.
Okay. Alright, so Telvin, what are you making for your friends for dinner?
It's a recipe passed down from babushka from old country. The giant pot filled with a dark liquid, and he'll be yelling at it as a tentacle reach out of pot. He will smack with wooden spoon until it goes back into water.
Do I see that happening?
I don't know, did you go into the kitchen with them?
No, probably not. So,
No.
nope.
The yelling in Draconic. Is
The
needed.
Neptunian slug is trying to escape.
Is a soup with potato because it makes strong like Dragonborn, and celery, parsley, and some type of eldritch squid.
Okay. Telvin, go ahead and give me a, because you have, like, cook's tools and stuff, right? Go ahead and give me a, well, because dinner was fighting you back, give me a dexterity, check with your cooking tools, please.
I helped. Didn't need to.
I was gonna say, you helped, but, he didn't need, yeah. You're good.
I peeled potatoes.
You did for days, it seems like. Alright. So, yeah, you managed to make dinner, and it is beautifully complex, yet very, very simple at the same time. You managed to make dinner that everyone enjoys, as it is very reminiscent of a warm hug from your grandmother.
With suction cups.
Well, yes. It's pretty much the same thing.
When he takes a lid of pot, you'll see a dark green and purple liquid with a tentacles and lots of steam. But it will taste good. But it will be unnerving to those not from old country.
Oh man, this stuff looks awesome, man. Thanks. It smells really good.
We had to get fresh squid. It was very fresh.
How fresh?
Do you really want to know, friend?
Maybe you said that. Nope.
You didn't hurt my mascot, did you? Or wait, no. Wait, that's not Witherbloom's mascot, is it? That's like Orhold or something?
No mascot specifically was hurt in making of stew.
Good to know.
Thanks, Telvin. I don't see this in the forest, so I'm excited.
It's because he's underwater.
Oh,
But you are welcome.
I'm assuming we have homework.
You do have homework.
Do we have one from our common class so we can all
You do.
study, or?
You do. You do. All right. Let's see here. Okay. So, let's see. The first exam covers. So you have some homework about identifying the most suitable surfaces to scribe a symbol on, where it will not be destroyed. So you can, in fact, go ahead and study the course material, and yeah, you can definitely do that. All right. And have a successful study session even. It is quite a good study session, in fact.
I feel like I'm taking all the different materials in the garden and practicing writing on them to see which ones
You do.
are a little more permanent than others.
And some of the plant leaves seem to work a little bit, but none of them work really well. Except maybe a tree stump.
Would this help? I'm going to throw it out there.
Okay.
Would this help with the study at all?
Mold earth. Choose.
Kind of that,
Sure.
that middle paragraph about shapes and
Shapes,
colors.
colors to appear on dirt and stone. Yeah, you totally would. Yeah, you can totally practice with shape earth. Yeah, that's actually a really good use of that. So yes. All right. Yeah, that's perfect. All right.
I think Edward just explained to me what we have learned from our classes. Even though he sort of been trying to get the professors good graces, but probably failing. Do you want a performance to see how well?
Yes, please.
No, what the? God damn it! God damn it!
Both ends of the spectrum on that one.
Yeah, pretty much. Your first number forgot the 0 that goes at the end of that.
Yes. I want to do it as you so I can.
I know you want to. I know you do. I know you do. You can. It's fine. You you can. So you do, with the help action, manage to do pretty well, in fact. So yeah. Okay.
I just don't want to get in the press of strikers or anything.
Uh-huh.
It's just so confusing.
It really is. It really is. Okay. All right. So, with that, you have a wonderful night amongst your friends here in the Haven's Heroes dorm room. You start the studying. You have a wonderful meal by Telvin. You spend some time in the lab or the garden or the library, as ever the case may be, for your studies. And the same thing goes on for the first couple of days of your classes. You guys all kind of get into a routine of, going to class, being, coming back to the dorm after going to, perhaps get a coffee at Fire Jolt Cafe. You start working at your jobs again, if you took the summer off, and all seems to be working out to get into a routine. And as you go about this, Felfiz, one of your days at work, Professor Sharpbeak comes up to you and says, I know that you showed a great interest in the Mage Tower games, but do you think? And so I wanted to offer this to you first. Do you think that your group, the Haven's Heroes, would be interested in doing me a favor for some Star Challenge points?
It depends on the favor and, how much time it takes as opposed to our jobs and such, but we're always looking for fun new adventures.
Well, you see, like I said about the Mage Tower games, they revolve around the mascots, and I keep them within my custody over on the Witherbloom campus, which is where my office is. However, 6 of them have escaped and fled into the grounds of Wilthroot Hall during because of some of the latest bog's decay. And I was wondering if perhaps your group would be willing to go and try to catch them for me.
Yeah, I think so. I think we'd be up to that.
Okay.
I'll have to talk to everyone, but yeah.
Of course. And you see they kind of weave their hands around, and you see in their hands 6 of these bands that look to be sized for the set of mascots, and says, once you find them, if you affix one of these to it, it will be able to come home and be categorized and or cataloged, and we'll be able to have it. Now, it may take some coaxing to get the mascot to allow you to put one of these on, but it's doable. And if you agree to this, I can give you a letter that will allow you into the Wilthroot Hall and the surrounding grounds without any restrictions. Do you believe that would be something your group would be interested in? Or should I offer it to another one of the star groups?
No, we'd love to do that. That's right up our alley.
Well, okay. All right. Well, then I will give you how long do you think it would take you to catch the 6 mascots? 24 hours? 2 days?
2 days, sure.
Okay. Well, if you have not captured all 6 of them in 2 days, then I will offer it to the next group, and they will have a chance as well. Does that sound fair to you?
Sure.
Okay. All right. So with
I'm gonna talk to. I'm not gonna like formally accept until I talk to everybody.
okay. She is still gonna hand you the bands though. She says, just send me a message if your group agrees to this, and then I will give you a couple hours to talk to your groups before I offer it to someone else. All right. So you head back to your dorm to the rest of your party, and you fill them in on what Professor has asked. Professor Sharpbeak has asked. What say you, the rest of the party?
Well, Witheroom's a dangerous place. We can't let those little mascots roam around. They could get hurt. Yeah, I'm in. Yeah, we need to get them.
Is that swampy place again?
It is, so you would know that it is, based on your tour of the campus. I will actually get you over to that right now. That, the Wilt, Hall is, part of the Wittersham Hall. It is, however, it is below it.
So they're just like
they're
lost
probably
in a
scared,
giant-
man. I mean, that's a pretty big place.
Yep.
I mean, I look at Kazoo and I agree. We should have.
Okay. Telvin?
If one's the nearest.
Squaggles?
Oh, yeah. Everybody's got like power of attorney to make decisions for me, so you could have agreed for me.
Yeah.
That means we can-
I'm with Squaggles. Like, I've got you back. Like, if anybody needs help, man, just you can count on me.
What I'm hearing is if Squaggles makes a bad deal with the loan shark, we have power of attorney to get it dissolved.
Hey, there was no bad deal. The guy was a really nice guy.
He got a
He
shark,
didn't have
didn't
any
he?
sharks, apparently. Yeah.
True.
It's true. Okay. Alright. So, with that, do you
I'm
send
gonna
a
tell Chance and Zan too.
Of course. Definitely on board with that. Okay. Alright. So, do you send a message to the professor?
Yep, and do we need to collect a letter that says we can be there, or are they gonna take care of it?
You actually you can, well, actually you send the message to them asking that, and says it's not a problem. You will find a letter just outside your door. I've seen how you guys handle yourselves, and I'm impressed with your skills, and just make sure you get these bands on every mascot that you find. I'd be grateful, and what's more, I will owe you a favor.
Do we know how many of each mascot, like, or is it just If you find a mascot in this area, just put the thing on it.
Pretty much the second one. I mean, as far as I know, there was only 6 that were missing, but I mean, if you find others, please grab them too. I mean, I have to corral them, to catalog them, and as I was doing so, about half a dozen seemed to be missing. So I gotta, get all of the mascots so that we can start practicing for the Mage Tower game. All right. So with that, you go and you check right outside the door to your dorm, and you see a letter sitting on the ground. And you open it, and it says, "The Haven's Heroes have the permission of Professor Sharpbeak to be on Witherbloom campus, and have full access to the student areas." So it doesn't give you complete access to all of Witherbloom campus, so like the professors' offices and whatnot, but it does give you access to everywhere that students are allowed to go. All right. So, with that, all right. So, when you guys head over to the Witherbloom campus, you hear that that there have been sightings throughout the area of part of Withersham's Hall, but it's just like right outside of the main hall is the like sub area known as Wiltroot Hall. And you overhear some of the students talking about having seen some of the elementals, the mascots and stuff around, and how weird it is to see some of the other schools' mascots here on the Witherbloom campus, as it is very uncommon to find the the Lorehold mascot and the Silver Quill mascot here on the Witherbloom campus. Like, it's not uncommon to see Witherbloom mascots around. That's a common thing. But following all of that, as well as the directions given to you, as well as Sky's directions, having being a student here on campus, it leads you to the stump of a very large tree, just outside of the main campus, or main part of Witherbloom, or Wittersham, and it is, Sky, you would know this as the hall for this class, or for the classes here. All right, let's see here. Let's go. Let me actually get you guys over to. We have another beautiful map. All right. So, with that, we have the Wiltroot Hall and Outer Gardens.
Very pretty.
I know, right? It is very pretty. This one, much like most of the other maps, is by Ekra here. When I follow him on the Patreon and stuff. All right, there we go. But you can arrive at the trunk of this enormous dead tree. Rises nearly 100 feet in the air here. Near the ground, the wide trunk has been hollowed out and carved to form doors, windows, and a spacious learning center here. Sky, you do have a class that is within this location, and you are able to lead your party members here. All right. So
yeah, welcome to my campus. I spent a lot of time down here. Pretty cool, huh?
All right.
This tree is amazing.
It is.
So cool to have school inside a tree.
Surrounding this tree is a wooden platform that overlooks the bog and walkways beyond. So you are currently up a little bit from the ground.
Like an elevated pathway?
Uh-huh. Yep. Now, as you guys approach, this area seems to be devoid of faculty, staff, and even students, leaving this building full of, class supplies and the like.
Any maintenance people or anything?
You do not see any maintenance people around. Yep, does not seem to be and you
So it's just us.
It is just you guys. It seems. It is just you guys.
Hey, mascot dudes, come out wherever you are. We're here to help you. Response?
No response. Doesn't seem to have a response. No. Nope. So what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna start flying around the tree and checking through the. Hey, Mr. Plant, have you seen any mascots here? I'm gonna start talking to the plants.
Okay.
I'm gonna ritual cast detect magic.
Okay. All right. So you can totally do that. And you okay. Let's see here. You go ahead and get this switched over real quick. Hold on. All right. There you go. So you find that all right. Oh, there we go. Okay. You find that there is.
Guys, the music got intense. We're gonna die.
I know, right? So you find that there is a lot of magic that is emanating from the hall. Which you're not surprised, as there is some class supplies in there.
I'm gonna be focusing on looking for elemental magic.
Okay.
So I'll see the others, but not worry about it unless it's elemental.
Right. Okay. Looking around, you don't immediately see anything within the 60 feet or whatever of the spell. However, the rest of you, as you kind of looking around this area, you see there is an observation hut way. Let's see, let me zoom out a little bit so you guys can see all of it. There's an observation hut over here, and one over here as well, and even one way over here. You see a let's see, there is another building type location over here, a small hut with a thatched roof. But yeah, you find several observation areas, but immediately you do not see any elementals around. It's very swampy, out here. You awful smelling deep bog type area, thick underbrush. But you have a feeling if you stay on the paths, you won't have to deal with the swamp and bogginess. But if you veer off the paths, you may have to deal with that.
I'm gonna go fly over to one of those huts and see if I can get a good look.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Which hut are you gonna go to?
I'm gonna fly up to this one.
That one over there?
I'll join Sky.
Okay.
And I ask her to Opa and make a size medium
Okay.
and fly towards Sky.
Okay. So you were looking for elementals. I mean, I assume other than the one that you know travels with you with Sora. And so yeah. But you see the elemental get bigger and Sora goes flying off. All right. So, Sky, as you head to that observation building, you see this large and well-maintained observation hut has one level above the walkway and another below it. There's a door. Do you want to go into the door of this observation deck or hut?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I can kind of look around.
All right.
Maybe there's some binoculars or something in there.
There you go. All right. So you head inside. You smell a very pungent algae within the large fountain bubbling at the center of this center floor of the lower level as you look down. And give me a investigation check, please, Sky.
Investigation, not perception.
No, you're investigating. All right, perfect. Sora, you said you went with them. Are you going into?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I see Sky going.
Give me
going
a.
I would definitely wait for Sora.
Okay. All right.
Coming.
So Sora, go ahead and give me an investigation roll too, please.
Kazoo will help Sky since Sky's had a 12. So yeah, try again, Sky.
Okay.
Oh, thanks, Kazoo. You rock. Oh, dude.
All right.
We suck.
Perfect. I
Well,
like it.
Nothing in this place.
Nope.
Nothing.
And I don't know why I rolled it in. Let me check something.
Well, it didn't really matter because you didn't roll better on that much better on that one anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So the two of you with your elemental are within the within this lookout post. However, you hear the fountain down below, but you guys just don't seem to see a whole lot of nothing in there.
No,
It's called a
other
lookout,
elementals or nothing?
and they're looking in.
It's true. That's probably the problem. You guys are looking out from it instead of looking in it.
Well, it's an observation deck. Why would we look in it? I thought I was supposed to look out. Oh, did I get it wrong?
Alright, from outside of this observation building, you see the surrounding water and bog areas, and as you look around, you do not see any mascots outside of this hut.
Alright, well. Is that a normal smell that I would have recognized from being possibly in these huts
You
prior?
would. Yeah, you would. The algae from that fountain, you would, yes.
Okay. I kind of figured it was, bog water or something, but
Yeah. Yeah, it's just, it's a fountain. Yeah. It's a naturally occurring spring.
Doesn't look like there's much here, huh, Sora?
Nope.
Nope. Doesn't seem like it. All
Wonder if
right.
anybody else has had any luck.
So, while the two of them went off to do that, what are the rest of you guys doing?
Would locate object help me?
They are not objects, they are elementals, so no. No. So, Squaggles and Telvin, what are you guys doing? And if you guys would like, you can totally take one of the, either Chance or Zan with you guys. So it is up to you what you would like to do.
Let's see. I will. It's big place, so I guess I'll just start looking in other direction.
Okay. All right.
Somewhere
So
over.
okay. So you're heading to that one over there. Okay. All right. We'll say they'll go with you. All right. So you head over to that one over there, and you see that it also is an observation hut, and you see that it says observation hut D. And as you go into the observation hut here, you see stained paintbrushes and empty watercolor palettes are scattered on the table of this small thatched roofed hut, which has a view of large clearings to the north and south. Give me a investigation check, please. All right. We'll go with advantage because Chance is going to help you. Since they are an NPC, you get to roll. All right. Clearly, Chance is not that helpful, but it's okay. As you kind of you look around this hut, it looks a lot like Began's room, to be perfectly honest. Very much the scattered paint everywhere and the like. And you hear movement underneath the table.
Is able to lift the table.
You are able to lift the table. And as you lift the table, you see a art elemental mascot hiding under the table.
I would have divided up, like as we split off, I would have divided up the bands so everybody has a couple.
Yeah, we'll say everybody has 2 bands each. And so you recognize this instantly, Telvin, as the mascot for Prismari College.
Then I will try to coax it to come closer so I can bring
Okay.
it in.
Go ahead and give me a let's see here. Give me a persuasion check, please. As you're trying to persuade it with advantage because you are from Prismari.
Persuasion.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So, this is a mischievous art elemental. And you get the feeling that he really does not want to go. It's like, no. And as it's shaking its head, no.
Elementals don't eat.
They do not.
But how about yes?
How about
let's,
no?
let's see. So all needs to happen is we just need to touch it with the band to capture it.
Correct.
Okay. And I will politely suggest that
Okay.
it comes so I can bring it home and out of the area.
Okay, so you are casting suggestion on it. All right.
Ah.
So that is let's see here. Okay. Wisdom saving throw. All right. So let's see here. I mean, you're technically not hostile to it, so, there's that. All right. We'll see how well this goes. But how about no?
And now we see the results of the nat 20s that he rolled back to back yesterday.
Uh-huh. It does not seem to want to go with you. And you see, it ends up picking up some of the painter's supplies that are on the table and starts splattering paint all over the room. Give me a dexterity saving throw to see if you can avoid the splattering of paint.
Just like Beacon's room.
It is just like Beacon's room. I know, right? All right. See, look, you roll well on that. Mm-hmm. All right. So you manage to go ahead and duck out of the way, but Chance is not as lucky, as you now see Chance has splattering of paint all over them.
Not the fur.
The fur. The fur. Yep. So, Telvin, any other ideas?
I guess I could try. How far away is Elemental?
You're inside of the hut, so it's like less than I mean, it's a small hut, so we're talking, 15 to 20 feet at the most.
Yeah. Now we'll just try to run up and tackle it.
Okay.
Start doing this diplomatically.
You did. You did, in fact, try. Alright. So, okay. You go ahead and give me a, let's see, that would be strength check. So athletics, if you want to go with that, I will give you athletics against a contested dexterity roll. Okay, you are able to tackle it and put the band on it in one fell swoop, and you have an air elemental mascot that has been caught.
Mm-hmm.
Did it like a dragonborn?
What?
Did well for dragonborn.
I mean, technically, yeah. All right. So, Felfiz, Squaggles, and Zan, what are you guys doing?
Have we already searched in the main classroom area?
You have not searched in the main classroom area.
I would like to do that.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an investigation check, please.
Wait for me.
As the three of you enter into the classroom. Go ahead and give me an Oh, he's enhancing your ability.
And I'll just run up and touch your shoulder, and the fox's cunning, I think, is the one for advantage on ants.
All right. So 18 will definitely help you with that. Now, you do not see any elementals in here. However, you find 3 herbalism kits, a poisoner's kit, let's see here, 3 vials of antitoxin, and 2 potions of healing.
But like this is like what they need for the classroom, right? Or should I take it?
It's up to you if you want to take it or not. This is what you find within this area.
No, I'll leave it.
Okay.
I don't want to be doing this and then getting in trouble because we stole supplies.
All right. So you do not, however, find any elementals within this main part of this area.
I'm just gonna go through and like I've searched the whole room now.
You have.
Okay, including the little cubbies.
Including the cubbies.
Okay, and then I'll go. Let's try one of those huts that everybody seems so interested in.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm. All right. So,
Would you like to travel in style? Oh, sorry. If you were gonna go to another group, go to.
No, go for it.
In style?
Yeah. Like
What?
the way we do it in the forest. And I'm gonna wild shape into a black bear. You can ride on me.
Ooh.
Cool! Squaggles are so cool.
I don't have a token for it, so I'm just gonna use this one.
Yeah, piggyback ride. A bareback ride. That's bad. Nope, never mind. I didn't say that.
We didn't hear anything.
Do I see them running down the pathway?
Of course you do.
Susan, if you want, you can make. I just used the summon beast spirit token I had.
I was gonna say, there's the black bear you have access to. It's just under Sky. Because it's
All
part
sorts
of
fun critters.
because it's under his conjure things.
Okay. Could you give
You
me
sh-
and Felfiz?
You do not have access to it? You should. That's weird. Alright.
I'm gonna roll out of D&D Beyond because it'll
Okay.
integrate my wild shape stuff. But
There you
for
go.
the token,
There you go.
for the token movement.
Yep.
Cool. Can Tori move it?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm just gonna hide my guy over here
Uh-huh.
and put the little concentration icon. But
yep.
Felfiz, you can move me around like a mount.
There you go.
Which
Roar!
way is one that isn't being investigated?
So, north or south?
South.
Alright.
South.
Okay. So. Alright. Let's see here. Let's go. This is. Okay. Alright. So you, Sky, you did see Sora. You did see Felfiz riding a bear. Apparently, Felfiz found a bear within the main campus part.
What? Is he okay? What type of bear was it?
It was a black bear. Felfas looked like they were having a good time, like it was intentional.
How you find a bear in a swamp? I have so many questions.
I mean, eh?
She had fun riding bareback.
Oh my goodness. Good thing I didn't hear that.
Oh,
Good thing I
really
hear
shot
that.
for that one.
I
Really
know,
shot that one.
I know. I'm like, but also a little bit of. That earned both sound effects because come on.
Susan,
Uh-huh.
In case you want to know, we'll be checking it up
Okay.
top.
Okay. All right.
Is that alright?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I want to check out this whole place. Here, little mascot dudes.
Alright, so you're headed to E. Alright, and Felfiz, you guys are headed to Observation A. Alright, so when you guys get to these observations places, you find that they are labeled. Alright, so we'll start with Felfiz and the Squaggles Bear. You see this small hut in the clearing down here is a heavily thatched roof. You see, there we go. You see a rickety door that, when you push on it, swings open to reveal a very sparse interior. Few wooden chairs, a heavy table with an attached cabinet, make up the only hut's furnishings. Yeah. Give me a investigation check, please, with advantage because of the special bear-esque powers that Squaggles, or fox powers that Squaggles gave you. Okay.
I have DM inspiration. I'm gonna read.
You're gonna re-roll one of those? Okay. Go ahead and roll it just without advantage then. Because that was really bad rolls. Much better. There you go. Alright. So, as you, okay. I want to point out the fact of how funny this is that you're the one who went to this hut. Because you go through and you open the cabinet that is in there, and you see there is a mascot in there gnawing on a cracked, strange-looking stone, and that is the pest mascot.
Neither of us like this right now.
I know! I think it's really funny that it's the two of you that don't like these things that found this one. This is, of course, the mascot of Witherbloom College. But this pest is gnawing on a strange-looking stone. But you have found a pest mascot. What would you like to do?
I would like to, is it within reach?
It is. You open the cabinet, it's right there.
Say hi and try and put the band on it.
Give me a persuasion check to see if it considers you a hostile. Oh no, you're good. You're good. You're golden. All right.
Because as Squaggle said, we're a very smart combo.
You are a very smart combo. You are a very smart combo. So you see as you put the collar around this creature, that it kind of the band acts as a collar for this specific creature, and it drops the stone that it was chewing on, and you see this cracked stone. It let's see here. It is it is a dark blue stone specifically. If you would like, since you're here, if you would like to do an Arcana check, I don't believe. Do you have Identify, Tor? Or would you like to cast Identify? Because this stone, I mean, it's been gnawed on, but eh.
It's one of my lore hold spells, so what does that mean?
Just means it is a spell that you know and you didn't have to prepare. It still takes a spell slot. Yeah.
You can cast it without a spell slot.
Oh, that's
So-
right. That's right. You can cast this one without a spell slot. That's right.
Okay, that way I don't have to
Yep.
take 10 minutes.
All right. So you learn that this is an Ion Stone of Awareness. However, it is a crack stone. But you know that if it can be mended, it will function as intended.
Ooh, I'm gonna take that.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it is a Ion Stone of Awareness. All right. So, good job, Felfiz and Squaggle Spare. Okay. So let's see here. We had all right. We had the two of you head up to the, let's see, it was to E. All right. That was Sky and Sora. We're going up to the E location. All right. So I lost where the character sheet is. Okay, that was weird. All right, I had to reload real quick. I closed it out and it doesn't want to. So Telvin, where would you and Chance like to go? You can always just search around the actual location. Not necessarily the huts, but if you'd like to do one of the other huts, there is, let's see here. Is there only, no, there's only one more hut, okay. So there's that one. So then it would just be locations.
Yes, I will just search up here.
Okay, perfect. Give me a, since you are not into a actual building, give me a perception check. With advantage because of chance. Alright. Perfect. Alright, so you head up to the northwestern clearing up here. Up in this general vicinity, and you see tangled vines and trees draping with thick hanging moss flank the northern edge of this large clearing. Movement in the foliage to the north gives the area a sense of being alive. And as you approach there, you do see that there are two giant elk that seem to be over by this part of the area. And they seem angry.
Am I able to see why elk would be angry? Especially big elk.
You get the feeling that they are being let's see here. They are being attacked by something. And with that roll, actually I will say you do see the little pest guy that is right there. So you do see that there is a tiny elemental creature right there with the elk.
Is it actually attacking them?
It is actually attacking them. Yep. You see as this tiny little monstrosity of a pest keeps coming over and like biting the elk on the ankles.
But then I will let's see. He will cast from his eyes Vortex Warp.
Okay.
Try to bring Elemental over by him.
Okay. That would be a con save from the elemental. Alright. Let me go ahead and...
It's an ankle biter pest?
It is an ankle biter pest. Huh?
Lucky was an ankle biter.
Uh-huh.
Well done.
What is your spell save?
13.
Okay, so, it makes it with a 15. But you have its
Strong
attention.
little critter.
You have its attention. As it will actually move away from the elk and head your direction.
It was in the goal anyway.
What?
That was the goal.
It was. It was. And it clearly, from the goal aspect, worked. However, from the wasting of the, or from the spell aspect, it didn't work. But you managed...
Wasting of the spell slot, is that what you were going to say?
That's what I was going to say, yes. But yes, you have its attention. And, alright. Go ahead and, what do you want to do as it comes closer to you?
Let's see. How big is it?
It is a tiny monstrosity.
Oh, well, that's perfect. I'll try to grab it with Mage Hand.
Okay. Go ahead and, roll me a, it's gonna still be athletics, but it is your, as it is your, it is a mage hand from you, so it would still be a grapple check. Okay. It doesn't work. I rolled a 17. And it is with that the pest will come over, and he's going to try to take a bite at you. A 19 hits, I believe?
Yeah.
Okay. And that is, okay, that is his turn. So, Chance is going to, kind of come over, and for some reason, there is nothing on Chance's character sheet. Not sure why. That's really weird. So, let's see here. Okay. Oh, there we go. Because it had shifted to NPC. That's why. Alright. They will go ahead and, they are going to try to attack them with their claws, which, you guys might remember how well claws work with sneak attack. Yes. So they will do 4 points of damage to this pest. Telvin, go ahead and it is your turn.
Let's see. I will try to. What element is this particular one?
So this specific one is a it is a pest. That is what it is. It is a creature. It is the one that I'm not gonna put it back up. It is the one that you just found chewing on a stone.
Air, fire, what kind of element?
It is it doesn't specifically say.
It's fine. I will cast Mind Sliver.
Okay. Alright. I would say it's probably gonna be Earth, but I'm not sure. Alright. So that is a intelligence save. Alright. This is a dang intelligent pest, mascot.
The pest is smarter than all of us.
Right?
Apparently.
Apparently. I mean, it's gotta be to survive in the Witherbloom campus. I mean, come on. Alright. With that, it will turn and try to take a bite out of Chance. And do so. Chance
Are you
is...
trying to capture this thing or kill it?
I was gonna say, Chance is going to try to tackle it. We'll see how well this works. There you go. That will hit its armor class, but we'll see if it can get away from that. Right here. Let's see. Dexterity. No! Alright, Chance grabs a hold of it, and you are able, Telvin, to put a band on it, and you guys have found your third of the creatures. Alright. So that one is marked. Okay. It's banded. Alright. Then we head over to Sky and Sora over here in the other observatory E. As you see, this small hut with a thatched roof sits beside a wooden walkway that cuts through the large clearing. Two bulbous masses of fungus and vegetation grow in the southeast corner behind the building. Alright.
I collect some of that fungus to see if I can get it to grow in the garden.
You can. And as you actually, so that would be this over here, this end of it.
Okay.
As you go to do so, give me a perception check, please.
I don't know why I rolled it twice. That's weird.
I don't know, but that first
one was 20.
First one's pretty awesome. You see movement from down below as two piles of what looks to be sludge seem to animate.
Sora, I see some movement over here.
Yeah.
I head out towards where Sky is.
You see these two what seems to be piles of brackish material seems to animate. I mean, it's pretty dang cool looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is, but I don't remember any mascots look like that. Do you, Sky?
No, this is kind of a cool creature. Do I know if that's a beast or a monster?
Nature check?
Nature check, yes, please. A 13. It is neither a mascot beast or either of those things. It is, in fact, a plant.
A plant?
It is a large plant. It is a brackish trudge. It is a large plant.
It's the plant that holds the world record for biggest chin.
Yes. And Sora, you actually happen to know these are lumbering masses of sentient fungus and vegetation that thrive in the bayou. They are living examples of the conflicting forces of life and decay existing in harmonious cycle. Sky, you also know that the older the trudge is, the wider and more varied are the plants and fungus that thrive in tiny ecosystem on its back. Sometimes ill-tempered and territorial. They're usually just content to mind their own business, though.
They don't look hostile. Do they?
They don't.
Are they just kind of grazing like cattle, kind of through the...
They seem to be moving to acknowledge your existence.
Alright. I'm gonna try and speak Oh, I can speak Sylvan. I don't know if they'll understand it or not. But do my best
With the
impression
nature
of a.
check from Sora, they do not speak a language.
Okay, all right. Oh man, these are so cool, but I don't know if we want to get too close to them and disturb them or anything.
Do you have anything that please plants, like water or plant food of any kind?
Well, I got this herbalism kit. Maybe there's something in it you might like. Actually, I'm gonna take some of this fungus I just collected and kind of hold it out to see if they're interested in it or not.
Okay. They will not come close enough to get it from you.
We could just throw it somewhere where maybe around here, and maybe they could get it if they want it.
All right. Yeah, I'll cut off another piece of fungus and toss
Okay.
it over to the.
And
farther
you
away
see
there.
them go and kind of trudge over to that fungus that you just threw.
Man,
And
I
it
can't wait to
seems
tell my zoology class about these guys. This
you
is so
have a
cool.
feeling that was part of the bulbous masses of fungus and vegetation that you originally saw. But
Oh.
there was fungus and stuff on the shed as well. So.
Okay. So I didn't actually cut off of them, did I?
No, you didn't cut off of them. You cut off of the building.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, that was interesting.
With that, there are no elementals or no mascots over where you are.
All right. The whole, like, if we went all the way through all of
Yeah.
these, it would.
Uh-huh.
Okay. We are finding nothing, Sky. What's going on? Do they hate us?
Oh man, these little critters are pretty crafty, aren't they?
They
Where
must
do you think we
be.
should go next? Wonder how everybody else is doing.
Actually, let's check with the others. So we head to the main place first to check, see?
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, let's go see if they're over there yet. Maybe Zan or somebody knows what's going on.
All right. So Felfiz and the Squaggles Bear. Where are you headed? Where would you like to go?
It's Is there another like clearing area?
There is not another hut, but there's like
nearby.
there's
The clearing.
just clearings all over the place.
Well, then the closest clearing.
Okay, I would say probably like right there. All right. So you head not off the path, Squaggles. Oh, okay. I'm just saying.
He's sitting down.
I'm not
playing with
driving.
snakes again.
Yeah, I'm like we learned this one. No trouser snakes again. Yeah. Okay. All
I'm
right.
not in control of this bear token at the moment, so.
I know.
I'm glad he didn't turn into a trouser snake.
Uh-huh. All right. So
I thought about it.
all right. Although the swampy ground here is covered in moss, it's easily traversable in comparison to some of the surrounding brush. The raised wooden walkway, though, it makes it super easy to get around. Give me a perception check, Felfiz. Okay. So you look around and you see movement in the western part of this area. And as you kind of stop and watch, you see two ink hedges in the amongst the trees right here. That seem to be wandering around. What do you want to do?
I'll leave those alone. Those aren't mascots, right?
They are not mascots.
I'll leave them alone and just keep looking around.
Okay. All right. Telvin and Chance are up towards the top of this map. After finding one of the mascots, where would you like to go next?
Yes, I guess continue on towards ugly looking tree.
Okay. All right. So you head towards that, and the northern outskirts of the boggy ground here feels or looks to be firmer than many of the other clearings. The flowering plants that fill this area, it's a lovely, unexpected landscape within the marsh, as the delicate floral scents mix with those of peat and earth that perfume the air. Go ahead and give me a perception check, please, Telvin, with advantage, as Chance is with you. All right, 16. So as you kind of search around this area, you do not see any mascots. However, you do reveal a emerald-colored glint in the stamen of a large pink flower.
Yes, I will take closer look.
Okay. And as you pick up this emerald-colored gem that has been either discarded or lost or something, you are well aware that you being familiar with gems and whatnot, you can, just looking at it, see the magic that is inside of this gem. You know that it is magical, just on sight.
I will tuck away for later.
Okay.
Unless Chance knows how to identify gems.
I don't believe Chance knows how to do that. Hold on. Let's see. Let's make sure. They might. Hold on. Oh, they do. They do, because they are a Lorehold student. They do. And Chance will tell you that it is an emerald elemental gem. This gem contains a mote of elemental energy. When you use an action to break the gem, a water elemental is summoned, as if you cast the Conjure Elemental spell. And then the gem's magic is lost, of course. But you have an emerald elemental gem.
It might come in handy for later.
It might. All right. And we are back to our very productive duo, Sky and Sora. You're heading back to the main location?
Yeah, just check and see what's going on with
Okay.
everyone is there. If not, we'll find another place to check out.
All right.
Yeah. If there's nobody here, then maybe work our way.
We see Sam and we ask Sam, how do you doing?
Well, Zan tells you that Telvin and Chance went this way. Squaggles turned into a bear and took Felfiz, and they went this way.
See, I told you I saw a bear. Now it makes total sense.
Oh, well, Squaggles, that was the reason. I was wondering, where did a bear come from?
Yeah, crazy, man.
Yeah, apparently he's learned how to turn into a bear now. Yeah. But so you guys haven't found any mascots?
No, what?
No.
They're hiding from us real good.
Let's maybe check out over around these trees and maybe this area. See what we can find.
Okay, let's go, Kazoo.
Okay. Alright. Okay, so you head over there. Give me a perception check, please.
Can Kazoo help, or did they make their own well?
No, you
Susan?
can. They can help. Perfect, Sky.
Golly.
Perfect. This was the one you were supposed to be good at.
I know, right?
Uh-huh. All right.
I asked you that one, actually.
You can. You can.
I actually want to pop mine, so...
Okay.
So, T10?
Sure. All right.
A little better.
Okay.
Not much.
So, let's see
Thank you,
here.
puppy.
Right.
She's being an outside dog.
She is being an outside dog.
Every couple days, she just wants to stay outside all day and play.
I know the feeling.
So as you guys look around that clearing, you catch. Well, actually, let's see here, Sora. You catch sight of just a glint in the water down here. And you see a mascot that looks very much like the one that you have with you.
Like a zoo?
Like Kazoo. You find a fractal mascot.
Hey, look, Kazoo.
It's a very, very similar. Yeah, very similar.
Maybe Kazoo can make friends and we can sneak up on it.
Hey, Kazoo, can you go meet your friend? I sent Kazoo down to see if he can, to distract it, I guess. In the
Okay.
way Sky's saying.
Okay. So you see this mascot show up, and Kazoo can go down and make friends with it. Give me a it would be a charisma roll for your mascot to go see if we can make friends.
God. A charisma roll?
I mean, it's persuasion.
Never listen to a druid's suggestion on that.
Yeah, -3 charisma. That's good.
It should go totally well.
Oh yeah, Kazoo for the win.
Apparently.
Kazoo's got game.
Apparently. All right. So not only does Kazoo come over to the mascot, but manages to bring the mascot back over to you. And
does it seem like the mascot enjoys Kazoo's company?
oh yeah. Oh yeah. Kazoo has now made a friend. And easily enough, you can put a band on that mascot. All right.
That's work, Kazoo.
Great job, Sora and Kazoo. Yeah, this is awesome.
Oi, just oi. You would be the one that rolls a natural 20 for your mascot to make friends with a mascot. All right. So then that brings us back to Telvin and Chance. All right.
Check your
Okay. All right. Okay. So, Telvin, as you guys are kind of, hanging out right there, Chance catches the sound of a large creature frolicking in the water over here. And you see a thick bed of mushrooms growing along the clearing's western edge here. And you see a giant boar that way.
Is Boar a mascot?
It is not a mascot. It's just a really big pig.
You could be a big pig too.
Ooh, thank you. I was waiting for it. I figured somebody was gonna do it.
Is
But-
Bora just playing in water? Or?
It is playing in the water. It's eating some mushrooms. It's just having a good old time. Yep. So that is,
Yeah.
Living its best life.
it is living its best life. All right. Yep. So you have a feeling you've probably found all of the the mascots that are in the northern part of this area. All right. So we go back down to Felfizz and Bear Squaggles. You have avoided the ink edges over here. And as you kind of very stealthily for you guys move along the path.
We're not being that stealthy. I'm talking to Squaggles about Rosie and
Like
how
I
have
said,
feelings.
For you guys.
Because I'm trying to get enough confidence to talk to Squaggles about it when he's actually him and can answer me.
Okay. So Squaggles, you in bear form can respond to Felfizz's declaration of all of the feelings and stuff, if you would like. Thank you.
I've never seen a bear in real life, so.
Apparently, some of them make really weird noises. The grizzlies, I think, because Matt Mercer said if you've ever heard a grizzly bear, it sounds ridiculous. That's why Trinket doesn't sound like that.
All right. So, as you guys are traveling along the path over here, Felfizz and Squaggles, you notice that, to the south, this open clearing features a notable pool of black sludgy refuse in the southern corner. And I know that you want to jump in.
Is this the Eldritch Balm? The stuff that was making the other stuff.
Give me a perception check. It looks like it's eating something. So no. It looks like it is eating a thing.
But it's not a mascot, is it?
Nope.
Does it look like it's eating a mascot?
It does not. It looks like it is eating some kind of creature slain in the region recently. But it does not look like it is eating a mascot. You want to jump in, Squaggles?
I'm trying to behave, and Felfizz is driving, so. I mean, roar, roar, roar.
Don't jump in with me on your back. I will die.
I know.
You might too.
I would.
You gotta get home to your shark baby.
No,
Now your
you're
plant
driving.
babies. I'm just gonna leave it alone.
Okay.
I'm not gonna try and, mess with stuff that'll kill us.
I'm gonna stealth bear walk away under Felfizz's guidance. Like, get up on my hind two legs and just do the tiptoe.
Okay.
Do the very obvious Scooby-Doo tiptoe.
Yep, that one.
Alright, so as you guys continue moving around, you get to this point here. By this point, Telvin, you and Chance can make your way back to the center. And you find that that Sky and Sora are just outside of the main building. And you see Sora's mascot has made a friend.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic again and
Okay.
look for elemental.
Okay. All right. Okay. So as you okay. Let's see here. Let me figure out what else is over here. Okay. So you see that did they not put it? They did not. There is actually they did not put a building on the thing, but there is actually another hut over just in front of you. Over here. It is observation hut B. And as you get over there, you very much Scooby-Doo by, but you see that there is a giant scorpion and a inkhead just past. Thank you, Squaggles. Just past this hut.
Gonna leave those alone
Mm-hmm.
and search the hut.
All right, give me a investigation check for inside the hut, please. Yeah, it was a natural 20. I saw it. All right. You see inside the hut there is enough supplies for you to make one herbalism kit. It is sitting on top of the table that is in this room.
And nothing else?
Nothing else. That seems to be the only thing in here. There's a heavy table with enough supplies for one herbalism kit.
Okay, I will. Nope, I'm just gonna leave it. I don't wanna
Okay.
get in trouble.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, let's see here. Sora and Sky and Telvin, what are you guys doing?
Pretty excited we found a friend. Sora, what do you want to do?
Well, I just asked Chance and Tavern, how many mascots did they find?
Two.
Two?
Two.
I don't know what Feathers and Squaggles are doing, but I hope they're doing well. What areas did you check, Tavern?
In northern side,
North.
there is nothing more to find up there.
We checked west. This is west?
Uh-huh. East.
Yeah, we kind of checked
That's east.
and then that little hut up there, that bamboo one up there. That was didn't really find much there. Oh man, wait, we found these like living plants, and they were really cool. Like these giant plants with fungus growing all over them, walking around. Yeah, fed them some
It was
fungus.
kind of interesting.
Yeah, they were kind of chill, man.
Well, if you've already look east, and we've already cleared north, then I will go west to see if we can find anything.
We'll go with you, and I hop on Kazoo and get airborne.
Okay. All right. So, you see Kazoo's friend is going to just hang out right there with Zan.
Alright, that's fine.
All right. So then you guys are going to head that way. Okay. So you head over, go up and over kind of a little bit, and you see some movement over here in the western clearing.
And in this tree out here.
Mhm. You actually see two of your classmates that seem to be hanging out on the pathway. You arrive and you see that Uzmatok and Melithorn are here exploring, and that would be the they are cautiously eyeing two large yellow viscous puddles oozing out from the underbrush near the west side of this clearing.
I'm gonna fly down. What's going on, man? How you guys doing?
Shh, shh, shh.
Do I see what they're looking at?
Give me a perception check. Yeah, you do.
Those don't look like mascots.
Uzatok is gonna say, no, they're not mascots, but I'm hoping that if we can study them, we can get extra credit.
Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
How cool are those?
Right?
Maybe we can lure them a little bit closer. Do I know what might make them, like, closer, like food or places or anything?
I don't know. Give me a nature check, please. I would say that you would know what these creatures are. They are jellies.
Ochre jelly.
Ochre jellies.
Oh, wow.
Uh-huh. And I would say that you know that they really like you know, the damp underground, feeding on any creature or object that it can dissolve. So you know that you should probably not get super close to it. And if they're smart, you walk away.
I got this leftover sandwich from the cafe the other day. It's like frog legs or something. I'll throw that down and see if they want to eat that. But I'm definitely staying away. Like I'm flying pretty high in the air to avoid them.
Okay. Oh. And you see that as you say stay away, they take a step closer. But we can totally get extra credit if we study these things, and especially if we could capture one.
You are going to die.
Those are not good. No, not good. Do I have a better understanding of ogre jellies? Is that another nature?
Yeah, give me another nature check.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one of their main properties is to pseudopod you, and then if you are you take acidic damage as well as the bludgeoning damage, and they're not smart creatures by any means. So they seem to only be out for like food.
Yeah. So I explain that to them and say, if you get caught, you're food. That's not good. Stay far away from them.
That's a good question. How many points you would get if you save other students? And actually, Sora, I would even go so far as to say you've read about these creatures, and supposedly these jellies are the spawn of the demon lord Jubilix. Supposedly, they are scattered fragments of or offspring of them. Supposedly, the Faceless Lord, Jubilex, is one of the few beings that can control them and give them some form of intelligence. These don't seem to be super intelligent, so probably not under control of him right now. But, yeah.
Yeah, you might want to listen to Sora on this one, and maybe let some 4th or 5th year students try to capture him. Maybe just stand back.
You guys are just trying to get it so that we don't make more points than you guys.
Susan, at this point, I was complaining, should we let them continue this? And if they die, or should we do something?
The kicker is they're both from different groups.
So,
it's up to you.
like my question, should we just let them die? Or let them do their own stupid thing? Or should we just...
C'est la vie, my friend. If that's what you think is gonna take to beat us, but probably not a smart idea.
These are like stupid teenagers in slasher film.
What's a slasher film?
Exactly. Oh, it's a good idea. Let's split up in this haunted house. Graveyard out the back. We'll all take separate room. Oh, we haven't seen Fred in an hour. Maybe he alive. Let's call his name loudly as we go down hallway in dark.
Are one of these kids wearing a tight skirt and heels?
They are not, but you do see they're not really dressed appropriately for, the swamp. White clothing, the whole 9 yards. Dress shoes, one's wearing a suit, it's yeah.
In general, how much the Shadow Brigade lost, right?
Uh-huh.
How much do they hate us that they can't earn money and stuff?
So much.
Cool.
So much they hate you. Yes.
I will try last ditch.
Me and Rosie's love.
What are you rolling a d20 for, Star? Or for Sora? Sorry.
That's Monday, Susan.
I know, wrong day. I know. Wrong day.
Surprised it's that more often, to tell you the truth.
Oh, you have no idea how many times I stopped myself, yeah.
My instincts are saying, protect idiots. Other instincts say, let them die.
I will try last ditch effort to save Dumb and Dumber from certain death.
Okay.
Right.
What are you gonna do?
If that happens, we'll save them. And not...
What are you gonna do, Telvin?
He will take deep breath.
Uh-oh.
Very deep breath. You will see a gemstone, the quills begin to light up on back of head. And as he opens his mouth, instead of force weapon as a dragon breath, he will emit Godzilla and T-Rex like roar.
Okay.
Dragon sphere.
Okay.
Targeting 2 students specifically.
Ah, okay. Alright, so you...
Whoa. I like Sirenscape. I can finally hear the noises.
I know, right? Alright.
Down.
Thank you. Alright. So, let's see here. That is a wisdom save, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Okay, so we've got. Why this
It's
is?
only taken a couple years, Torque, for me to stop jumping every time she starts saying your name, thinking she's calling me.
Mm-hmm. All right. So wisdom save. Okay. So that guy doesn't seem to be scared of you. However, his buddy here. Let's see. What is your save?
Still 13.
13 still. Okay. All right. So
Oh, what?
All right.
Can we give Telvin some? Can I give him like an ashy advantage or something? I just feel so bad.
Would you like to make me re-roll one of those? Is that what you're wanting to do?
I don't know. I kind of want him to go try and take on these ogres now.
Just because I want to see.
He's casted 12 spells tonight. I think every single thing has saved against it. It's just ridiculous.
Hold on. Give these other two a chance. We're gonna see how well the jellies do. Okay, there you go. The jellies are frightened from you.
My goodness.
Same thing.
And you see the jellies just like take off. They're like noping right on out of being anywhere near Telvin.
You are welcome.
Mighty Dragonborn once again.
See you, jelly dudes.
Alright. So, yeah. You seem to have saved them from themselves.
And
However,
they're not happy.
they're not happy. Yeah.
You are welcome. You'll be happy that you are alive.
Okay. I see. Yeah. Alright.
We keep investigating, so that'd be a decision.
Okay. So with that, let's go back to Felfiz and Squaggles down there. Alright. You guys are kind of out and, looking around. Go ahead and, as you guys kind of come back up the clearing here, give me a perception check, please. Perfect. Felfiz, perfect.
Is it smell based? Or could it be?
It could be, yeah.
Oh shoot, of course the stupid bear sheet closed while I was not paying attention. Perception.
Woo.
Alright, perfect. Okay, so, with that... Sorry, no worry. Okay, it's a little intense going on here. Alright, so, Felfiz, you specifically, look to your left as you guys kind of come up, and this little tree that is right here, you see what looks to be let's see what a little tiny black ooze. I mean, we're talking tiny. And you are aware that this tiny black ooze is in fact a mascot. So
Cute.
it is an
Whoa.
inkling mascot. Yep.
It's like a haunted ghost or something.
Right? Yeah. He's adorable. And you know this is the mascot of Silverquill. Which makes
Wait,
sense.
this also looks like the stuff that like I destroyed and got all over me and Felfiz like cleaned up on.
A little bit.
Hmm.
A little bit.
I mean, roar.
Yes.
I'll try. Can I reach it?
You can. You can.
Say, hey, buddy, and try and put the thing on it.
Alright, give me a persuasion check to see if you can get it to come near you. You can reach it, but like if it's gonna not back off of you. All right. Okay. You kind of see that it kind of backs off a little bit. I would say, you know that it's there, so you can, if need be, go tell Zan about it.
I have
Yes.
2 student dice for persuasion.
Oh, okay.
Can I roll those?
You can. Okay.
It really didn't help much.
Not a whole lot. But it is enough for you to be able to go over and get it.
Woohoo! Is it because I remembered student dice?
No, it's because the DC wasn't very high. The Black Wisp, or yeah, you can totally call him that. All right, now Squaggles, you being the very perceptive guy that you are. I know, I amuse myself so much.
I clap with bare paws.
You look over here, and it is as Felfiz reaches out to grab this black inky guy that you see something that kind of gives you pause, as you see 2 lumps of slimy vegetation and moss stand prominently in this northeast corner. However, there is a sound effect that comes as you get closer to this area, and you see, let's see, where's it at? Hold on. You see an Etten just as he starts beating on his chest. Now, for those of you who might not know what an Etten is a member of the giant kin, with 2 heads. One of the lower of the giant kin, but still big enough to be a problem. All right, and you see that this beast, that this guttural, animated fungal plant looking thing resembles an Etten. And it says, "Disturbed! I am disturbed!"
Roar!
Thank you for that.
Sorry if we disturbed you. We'll just be leaving now.
Okay. And you see it go back over, and it sits back against the tree. Says, "Be quiet! You disturbed me."
Has something else disturbed you? Little elemental things?
Not elemental, no.
Okay. Nice meeting you. Bye.
Bye.
I'm not trying to get killed with all these monsters around.
Nice.
With my mighty 26 hit points.
I know, right?
Is that why you try not to die and not get your future children killed?
I mean, it's a thing.
There's so much writing on this guy.
So much writing on this.
And Squaggles' dice is gonna make you.
Alright. So you avoid the Etten type creature and you keep moving forward.
Once I feel like I'm within 120 feet of Zan, I will message and say, give an update.
Okay. Yeah, easily enough. All right. For those of you on the other group, I assume you're gonna head south.
There.
Okay. All right. So you head south. Everybody in that group, please give me a perception check.
Kazoo is gonna help me, so
That's fair.
please help me, Kazoo. We
Alright.
kind of need it.
You
Please.
guys are doing well so far.
Okay.
Wouldn't notice my own shadow.
What was that, Tor? Oh, yep, that's right. There is chance. There's a chance that chance can help you. All right. We're actually gonna have let's have chance roll it as well, cause why not? Perception. Cause chance is good at perception. No, they're not today. Apparently.
Cup mine, Susan.
Okay. Apparently, Chance is having a very bad day.
Oh, God, 12.
Everyone is having bad day.
Apparently, everybody.
Yes.
Alright. So, you guys seem to wander around not noticing anything. And you get to the intersection and you're kind of working your way back around, trying to avoid, problems, and also hoping that you don't run into any more of your dumb classmates out here in the bog. And give me another perception check as you guys kind of come around the corner. Alright, you guys can do this. You can do it. You can do it. Alright,
Yes,
good job, Sky.
Yeah.
I found my shadow.
Oh my God! You gotta be kidding me!
Okay. Yeah.
What's happening now? What's happening?
So as you guys kind of come up to this clearing right here, just almost to the back to the building. First, you guys kind of see this head poke out of the tree, and you see this mascot, the spirit statue mascot, poke its head out from the tree and says, "I'm quite bored of behaving as Professor Sharpbeak says. From now on, it's nothing but mischief. I'm a free spirit." Yep, that's what I'm gonna do.
Please me
Like
to take
you.
this one back.
Like you, I'm a free spirit too. Do what you
Cool.
want to do, man.
Awesome. I want to stay right here.
In the swamp where snakes are at?
I don't care about them.
What about ogre jellies?
What's an ogre jelly?
Things that eat stone. Kind of like you.
Oh. I don't
It's
think I like
dangerous,
that.
boys. It's dangerous to be out here. You should return home.
But I don't want to do what she says all the time.
Then maybe you try to work out compromise rather than running away. It's not solving problem to be out here.
Okay. Whoever would like to helm the persuasion check to convince this...
Not it.
Yeah. I will do persuasion.
With
It's fine.
advantage. That was a very quick not it there, Cooper.
I will even add popspiration to mine.
Okay. Alright, 20 it is. As you guys talk about the jellies and whatnot, you see this statue like jumps up onto path and says, "Wait, you guys are leaving right now, right? You're gonna leave. You're gonna go. You're gonna take me with you, right? I don't want to be. I don't want to be eaten by a jelly. Jelly goes on bread, not on stone."
Yeah, I tend to agree. We will leave and take you with us, but we have to find others first.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see, 4 out of how many?
So
Why don't you wear this bracelet just so that we you can be part of our group here. We won't lose you.
okay. Okay. Sure. Okay. So with that, you guys can rendezvous back at the classroom in the center here, the Wilt Root Hall, as it were. And I believe between the ones that you have found them all. All right. So you have avoided a couple of not so great encounters, but you have found the couple of them, the pest mascots from here. You have found a inkling mascot, which was Silver Quill. You found the art mascot, which is Prismari. You have found the spirit statue, which is Lorehold. And, let's see.
And Kazoo's friend as
And
well.
then you found Kazoo's friend from Quandrix. So with that, I
And
believe
stop
that's all of them.
2 dummies from getting eaten.
You did stop 2 dummies from getting eaten. That is also true. That is very much also true. So, with that, you can take your mascots that you have found and head back to the actual Witherbloom campus dorm or campus offices to the professor, and as you bring her all of the mascots, she says, "You've saved me so much effort. Thank you so much. Now I don't have to track them down. Thank you for your assistance." And she scribbles on a piece of parchment and hands you the document. And the document itself entitles you to one free magic item per mascot that you found. From
Free magic item?
a free uncommon magic item of your choice from the student store.
I thought I was just gonna ask at what level. Legendary, right?
Mm-hmm.
Common.
Did we get a bonus for doing it so much quicker?
No.
Thanks.
You just
so
got
cool.
you just got 6 free magic items.
Nice. Hey, Professor Dude.
Uh-huh.
Can you make sure like the spirit mascot gets a little chance to run around some? They really enjoyed their freedom down there.
Okay. Sure. I suppose. Yeah, I mean,
Speaking of the spirit, how's it feeling?
it's okay. Doesn't seem too happy to be back in her graces, but they're okay.
And that would be great. Like, not like in a dangerous place down here, but maybe there's a place up near the biblioplex or something they can just like hang out, and chill with other mascots or something.
Mm-hmm.
They could attend the garden being in the press, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well then, it is with that you guys can, in fact, make your way back to your Haven's Heroes dorm room, where you can take the time to discuss what magic items you might want to acquire. And because I don't want this to be a spur of the moment thing, I want you to be able to think about what your characters would like to have. You can, in fact, think about that and decide between now and next week as to which uncommon magic item that you, or your character, I should say, would pick up from the store within the Biblioplex. And so, with that, that brings us to the end of our session tonight. Thank you so much for everybody hanging out with us. I greatly appreciate it. I know this has been so much fun to run this adventure, and so with all of that, let's go ahead.
Welcome to our new friends.
Yes, definitely welcome to our new friends here. So thank you so much to my players. You guys are amazing as always. And don't forget to join.
You get star student points?
You do get star student points. You do.
Okay.
I will, you, hold on a second. I have to scroll. Hold on. Scrolling. You know, searchable options for PDFs would be great. No, on this one it wasn't letting me search for it because I wanted to. It didn't let me. All right. All right. You get 10 points for collecting the mascots. So you will gain 10 group points, which puts you officially with a lead for points above the Shadow Brigade and the Dragon Posse. So posers, sorry. Yeah. Dragon Posse posers, yes. Alright, so thank you so much for hanging out with us. Just as a reminder, our weekly schedule is, of course, the continued adventures of the Story Seekers, the continuation of our Candlekeep Mystery Adventures on Mondays. Level 19. Oh crap, I gotta work on stuff. Thursdays, our video game Thursdays, where we've been playing Valheim. And then Friday, our Wild Beyond the Witchlight adventure, where our adventurers just killed their third hag and are trying to save Zimbalina. All right. Let's see who is currently on here. Let's go ahead and, you know what? Let's just go ahead and call it right there. Thank you guys so much, and we hope to see you next Saturday for the continuation of our StrixSeven College of Chaos adventure. It is truly chaotic and truly an adventure. But thanks for hanging out here within DMS Adventurers Tavern, where adventure really is always on the menu. Thanks, guys.